The inaugural speech made by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu at the Eagle Square, Abuja on May 29, 2023 may have inspired hope on Nigerians for a better economy and improved standard of living. Uppermost was his declaration that the monetary policy in the previous administration needs thorough house cleaning and that the central bank must work towards a unified exchange rate as that will direct funds away from arbitrage into meaningful investment in plant, equipment and jobs that power the real economy. Also, his emphasis that the interest rate then at 18.5% was anti-people and unproductive, promising that his administration will work on reducing it.
Must work towards a unified exchange rate. Taking direct one from arbitrage to meaningful investment.
As a follow-up on those policy statements, the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, promptly floated the naira, abolishing the multiple exchange rate window, thereby collapsing it into the business-based importer and exporter window, while reintroduced the willing buyer, willing seller model at the I&A window. But 1 year of the Tinubu administration, the US dollar, which was officially pegged at 460 naira as at May 2023, is now exchanging at 1,555 naira to a dollar. This is after a remarkable gain from a free fall, which saw the naira that was almost exchanging at 2,000 naira to a dollar in March 2024 regain some value. The federal government blamed the activities of speculators for the naira wars, leading to some security operations, including the arrest and detention of 2 Binance executives, as well as the stopping of onboarding of new customers on 3 major fintech, which are OPay, MoneyPoint, and Kuda, over allegation that dark activities affecting the nation's currency are perpetuated on these platforms.
It's quite interesting that at this point in time, CBN will be coming out with a regulation that, in my own understanding, is to stabilize our financial institution as well as stabilize our financial environment.
The Central Bank of Nigeria's directive to the mobile money operators is an important policy. I think the Central Bank of Nigeria is living up to their regulatory function at the moment because a lot of activities from the fintechs have gone largely unregulated. Statistics, according to the governor of CBN, states that about $26 billion was found to have left Nigeria through the activities of Binance Nigeria. And again, the assumption is that some of these fintechs were culpable in these transactions.
The central bank equally stepped in to coordinate and reposition the banking system through the introduction of measures such as recapitalization of bank, positioning it for the trillion-dollar economy, as well as the registration, point-of-sale POS businesses, among others. But economists and financial experts believe that President Tinubu's bold economic statement is not enough to hit the target. In addition, it needs to be supported by rightful fiscal policies if the hope of stabilizing the naira must be achieved.
So we need fiscal policies to meet up the speed of the monetary policies that the central bank is engaging in. So we do not want central bank to be alone in all of this. We want the puzzle to be fixed together with the fiscal aspect of it. We also will not take or ignore the role of political processes, bureaucracy in all of this.
In May 2023, when Tinubu took over as president, the interest rate was at 18.5%. It has risen to a whopping 26.25% and is still rising. The Central Bank of Nigeria Governor Olayemi Cardoso insists that the Apex Bank will not intervene, as the increase is a measure to stem the unabating inflation, which has climbed to 33.69%. According to the National Bureau of Statistics (NBS), Nigeria's high inflation is caused by the removal of fuel subsidy, which has affected food and other commodities, consequently reducing the purchasing power of citizens.
Announcement you had the other couple of days ago during the inauguration on the issue of the subsidy removal, you saw what is going on and the hardship it will create for Nigerians. And this is not what we welcome. This is not the gift he has to give to Nigerians at this time. You need to sit down, understudy.
Inflationary pressure remain, exchange rate pass-through, rising cost of energy, high fiscal deficits, and lingering security challenges in major food-producing areas.
Removal of fuel subsidy per se, there may be nothing wrong with it, but it is the management of that removal, the refusal to take cognizance of the hardship cost and to find a way to alleviate that hardship for the majority of the population. For instance, The CNG buses that's being discussed over 1 year, why do we not have them up till today, 1 year thereafter?
While the CBN receives applause for some of the steps taken to arrest the rising inflation, such as the reduction of the number of bureau de change operators, clamp down on currency speculators, as well as other measures, economic watchers believe more needs to be done for the currency as well as the economy to bounce back and get to the promised land. As President Tinubu begins the second year of his governance, financial experts advise that for Nigerian currency to gain its value and rejuvenate the economy, the country's central bank must vigorously sustain realistic measures while putting in place effective coordination between the fiscal and monetary policies. Lanre Babalola, AIT News, Abuja.